Hello friends, you are watching my channel Dr. Subrata Mukherjee Distance Learning in Commerce. Today we will discuss a problem on dividend policy on Walter's model. I would like to request all my viewers to subscribe the channel and to tell the students of commerce about this channel who can be benefited through many lectures that I have uploaded on accounts, costing, financial management and management accounting. Please give your valuable comments so that I can develop the channel for the students of commerce. Following are the details regarding three companies A Limited, B Limited and C Limited. So we have three companies and the following informations are given. So we are having the internal rate of return of the three companies as 15%, 5% and 10%. We have a cost of equity capital is 10% in all the cases. And the earning per share is also same at rupees 8. So internal rate of return is 15%, 5% and 10%. Cost of equity capital is 10%, 10% and 10% for all the three companies. And earning per share is rupees 8 and rupees 8 for A Limited, B Limited and C Limited. So we are supposed to calculate the value of an equity share of each of these companies applying Walter's formula when dividend payout ratio is 0.5, 0.75 and 0.25. And what conclusion do you draw? So let us proceed. So here, as per Walter model, we know that market price of the share is equal to dividend per share plus R by KE within bracket E minus D divided by KE. So let us first define what is the meaning of P. So this is the expected price per share. Then we have the parameter D, which is the dividend per share. Then we have R, which is the internal rate of return. Then we have KE, which is the cost of equity capital. And the last parameter E, which is earnings per share. So we have three companies, A Limited, B Limited and C Limited. So let us start first with A Limited. So the DP ratio given at 0.50, then 0.75 and 0.25. So there are three situations. One is 0.50, then 0.75 and 0.25. So here the internal rate of return for A Limited is given at 15% and the cost of capital is given at 10%. Earning per share E is given at rupees 8. So therefore D will be in first situation, this will be rupees 4, 50% per rupee. So 0.50 multiplied by 8 is 4. So you will get 0.5 into 8 is 4 rupees. Then 0.75 multiplied by 8 is rupees 6. And 0.25 multiplied this with 8, you will get rupees 2. So we have the parameters are K, E and D. Now just put these values in the formula that D is 4 plus 15% by 10%, then 8 minus 4 divided by 10%. So you will get 4 plus 6 by 10%, you will get rupees 100. So market price per share in situation 1 is rupees 100. Then in situation 2, So D is 6 rupees, then 15% by 10%, R by KE, then 8 minus 6, that is 2. So divided by 10%. So you will get 6 plus 3 by 10% is rupees 90. And in the third situation, you will have 2 rupees is the dividend per share, 15% is R, internal rate of return, 10%, then 8 minus 2 by 10%. So 2 plus 9 by 10%, you will get rupees 110. So what does this signify? What do you derive from this situation? So when R is greater than KE, P will be maximum when D is equal to 0. So this is the deduction of the Walter's model, that if your internal rate of return is more than cost of equity, then P will be maximum if dividend is equal to 0. So entire earnings will be retained within the company and it will be employed in the business. Now coming to the next company, B Limited. So here I am writing B Limited, and as such we are having the three situation 1, 2 and 3. That is the DP ratio in first situation is 0.50, then 0.75 and 0.25. So here the internal rate of return is 5% in B Limited, and KE is at 10%. KE is at 10%. So you can see that here in for B Limited, the internal rate of return is less than KE, and earning per share is same as rupees 8. So your dividend per share will be rupees 4, then rupees 6 and rupees 2. So what is the market price or expected price per share? So 4 plus 5% by 10%, multiply 8 minus 4 by 10%. So you have 4 plus 2, that is 4 into zero point 0.5, you will get 2, divided by 10% is rupees 60. Then in situation 2, we have 6 plus 5% by 10%, then 8 minus 6 divided by 10%. So we have 6 plus 1 by 10% is rupees 70. And in third situation, we have 2 as dividend per share, then 5% by 10% R by KE, 8 minus 2 by 10%. So we have 2 plus 3 by 10% is rupees 50. So what we derive here? So if R is less than KE, P will be maximum when D is equal to E. That the entire earnings, if it is distributed as dividend, then it will have the maximum P. So you can say that uh, in situation 2, where DP ratio is 0.75, you have a maximum P of rupees 70. And had it been the entire earnings is distributed, then the component will be 0 and the maximum price will be rupees 80. So 80 rupees will be the maximum price. So you can also calculate here. So if the entire D is equal to E, so here when T is equal to P, so P D will be equal to P, that is 8, then 5% by 10%, 8 minus 8 by 10%. So if the entire earnings is distributed as dividend, so your price will be, market price will be rupees 80. So the thing is that if your internal rate of return is less than the cost of equity, then maximum P will take place when the entire earning is distributed as dividend. Now coming to the third company, that is C Limited. So again, we are having the three situation where is DP ratio, and this is for C Limited. So your DP ratio is a 0.50, then 0.75 and 0.25. So your R is given at 10%, 10%, 10%. Your cost of equity is same, that for C Limited, R is equal to KE, and your earning is rupees 8. So your dividend will be rupees 4, rupees 6, and rupees 2. So your max P is irrelevant, because in all the situation you will have the same market price per share. So let us see, if D is equal to 4 plus 10% by 10%, this will cancel out. 8 minus 4 by 10%. So 4 plus 4 by 10% is rupees 80. Then in situation 2, this will be 6 plus 10% by 10%, 8 minus 6 by 10%. So 6 plus 2 by 10% is rupees 80. And in the third situation, 2 plus 10% by 10%, 8 minus 2 by 10%. So 2 plus 6 by 10% is rupees 80. So when R is equal to KE, then P will be same in all the situation. And in that case, the dividend per share will not affect the market price per share. So dividend payout payout will will not affect will not affect the market price. Hope you have understood the solution and the explanation of the Walter model. If you find any difficulty in understanding, feel free to communicate with me through email and WhatsApp, which is given in the description box. Thank you. Thanks for watching the lecture.